Hello, this is Jack Miller. Hopefully you're having a good day. Here to talk to you about something within mortgage brokering that's called a daisy chain. It's probably in a bunch of professions in real estate sales, but I want to focus on mortgage brokering. So oops, I'm sorry, my phone's ringing. What is a daisy chain? A daisy chain is when you hear from somebody, another mortgage broker, that they know of someone who may know of someone who may know of someone. Sometimes it's one or two or three deep, that's looking to borrow money. So maybe a relationship that somebody has who you know is looking to borrow money, they don't have a source for it. That's called a daisy chain, where you're not speaking directly to the borrower, and you may have a lender who may want to do this. Some brokers work on these, and there's good and bad with them. The good is that you can see deals. I apologize, my phones are going. I forgot to put them on silent. You can tell I'm very prepared for this video. Again, I apologize. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's advantages to them, that you get to see a lot of deals. I would argue, and a lot of brokers work on them, because brokers sometimes, or people sometimes, mistake for flurry of activity with profitability, and they're two different things. So I would question yourself when you're working on a daisy chain deal, or really anything. Is it profitable, or are you just busy and it feels good? You should focus on profitability. All brokers should focus on profitability and not just busy activity. Rather do nothing than just waste energy and resources. The downside of daisy chains is very few of them close, and that's just the reality. I don't mean to poo-poo them, and some close. I'm sure someone will leave a comment, oh, but I closed one. You're correct. But unless you really know the deal, and if you've watched my videos, I say really understand the deal, because unless you know the deal, very few of them close. Is it really, ask yourself, is it the best use of your time? I would argue that it's probably not. And you suffer a reputational risk, because a lot of times you'll send a deal to a lender. The lender will ask you a question. You don't know the answer, because you don't know if the you don't know anything. You know only what the other broker told you. And, it's like pass it down the line. I forget what the word is. But, if I tell someone a story, it gets diluted and it gets changed and changed and changed. And you don't know what the heck the reality is. I would argue that do not work on daisy chains. Only deal when you're direct to the borrower. Either have a fee agreement, or a non-exclusive fee agreement, or a fee agreement with them. And I would say that it's better off to take your time and not work on those deals, because the likelihood of them closing are very slim, and use your time and laser focus to work on relationships that can refer you deals. Because if you get a referral from an attorney, or an investment bank, or a bank, or a CPA, or any number of people, the chances of that deal closing is much more likely than you working on daisy chain deals. So I would caution against these daisy chain deals from a broker. Again, there's nothing wrong with working on them, but if you're going to work on them, know that you're protected, and know that everyone has a good understanding of what your job is and what your fee is. Because another thing that happens through daisy chains is, let's say there's three brokers involved, everyone becomes a pig and a hog in these things. And a lot of times, even if the deal is close to closing, everyone says, oh, I want 1%, I want 2%, I want 3%, and they price the deals out of the market. So again, there's a lot of reasons not to work on daisy chains. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you do it, I think you have to have a good understanding of what your fee is, what everyone's fee is. Make sure you have a good understanding of the deal before you bring it to market, because every time you bring something to market, it's effectively your reputation and your time at risk. I would, again, much prefer and much advise, rather than spending the time on these daisy chain deals, focus on getting to know an accountant, or getting to know a realtor, or getting to know an attorney that can be a steady source of deals for you. If you have a good 5 or 6 people who refer you business, that's enough to keep you occupied. That's enough to keep you occupied, that you don't need a lot more if you have the right people. If you have 10 people, that's plenty to keep you occupied. And you can make a living on just 10 people who refer you deals, if you get the right 10 people who are seeing deals. So I would focus on mastering your skill and being in front of the right people, rather than daisy chains. So anyway, that's what I got. You can see I'm not too big of a fan of daisy chains. Usually people waste waste their time on it. But just my thoughts on it. Anyway, have a great day. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments. I'll respond to them, and check us out at geltfinancial.com. Remember, when your bank says no, we say yes. Have a great day.